Welcome to That 80s Show, and if you're one of those people that likes to skip over the first 30 seconds of a podcast, oh, you can't believe what you just missed. You can't believe what you just missed.
That was probably the funniest thing you've ever said.
Oh, my word.
Ever.
Oh, God. Don't you see, we're not that sort of podcast.
No.
We're not. We just get straight into it. The 80s wait for nobody, Dori.
No. They're already long gone.
No. We're one of those podcasts that, like, we don't spend fucking 30 minutes asking.
How are you doing?
No. Oh, wow. In jokes. I used to be on a podcast like that.
Yes, I know.
Sports podcast. Sometimes we didn't speak about sports for at least half an hour.
Those are the best kind of sports podcasts.
We no longer have that podcast for you. Dori, you know it's true. Great news coming out of Milli Vanilli Land. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck, I want to live there. Milli Vanilli Land.
Will everyone have dreadlocks?
And I imagine you can lick the ground because they're made of candy. And the rivers flow rich with tears of faded careers. Wow, that was pretty good.
And poetic.
That was very nice. So, great news coming out of Milli Vanilli Land. Fab Morvan, good friend of our friend, the celeb savant, which means he's a friend of ours.
Yes.
He has been nominated for a Grammy in the 68th Annual Grammy Awards, Dori.
Yes.
I mean, listen, I love it's become revisionist. I think everybody who shat on Milli Vanilli back in the 80s for lip syncing, God forbid people lip sync, in this day of TikToks.
Well, they had a Grammy, but they had to give it back, didn't they?
Well, yes, of course. And the whole category was cancelled. They didn't even reward like second place. They just said, ooh, no, this is too embarrassing. Just fucking go. Let's forget about this one. And, but, it wasn't their fault. We've subsequently discovered they were the victims of it. And I'm glad. Listen, we lost Rob. Rob couldn't deal with the fallout and the embarrassment, but Fab has kept going. And we see he's been nominated for a Grammy. And I'm like, a Grammy? Like, I know he's been releasing new music. He released a new version of Girl, You Know It's True.
Yes.
Like a kind of Afro-Caribbean pop type of song. And you go, well, look, Fab isn't at Grammy Award winning level of singing. He can sing. Yes. I wouldn't say he's at Grammy level of singing. Not to hate on him, but I mean, that's a high level. What is he nominated for?
Do tell.
He has been nominated in the category for Best Audiobook, Narration and Storytelling for recording of his memoir audiobook, You Know It's True, The Real Story of Milli Vanilli. Now, audiobooks are like podcasts with a point. If you don't know what an audiobook,
extra long podcast.
Yes, imagine a podcast that actually goes somewhere with direction and structure. That is what an audiobook is. He's now read, narrated, and he is one of the nominees.
Is it the sexy French accent?
Those boys have lovely voices. He has, you've listened, you go back and listen. We really, maybe I'll pop it in our show notes, his interview with our friend, the celeb savant, Barry Edelstein. Where are you? Where do we find you in the world today? That's all is his opening question. So very interesting. And take a listen. Lovely voice. You can listen to hours.
That's such a great interview as well.
Fab.
It's honestly one of the best.
It's really, really good. He's got a couple of interesting ones coming up. We won't tease. We will tease. We won't let the cat out of the proverbial. Do you want to know who he's up against? Fab Morvan?
Yes.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Who?
Her memoir. She's in the government in America. I think she was Secretary of State for a while. One of those. I
thought you were going to say she's in the Jackson family.
Supreme Grand Court Judge. She was one of the very, very, very impressive lady. Very impressive. We're uncouth, not for us. Kathy Garver, her memoir, Carol Connor's story done by Kathy Garver, Elvis, Rocky and Me. Yes, that Elvis. Yes, that Rocky, and the me being Carol Connors. She had a relationship with Elvis, and then she wrote songs for Rocky. And so she's a singer, songwriter. Interesting story.
Okay.
Trevor Noah, Into the Uncut Grass, a children's book. Now,
I didn't even know he had that.
That's what I'm saying. There was a stage where South Africa was very much into the fields of Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah couldn't fart in Hollywood without it fucking making headline news here. But I think we're kind of like normalized now. We're not so besotted with him. Anyway, so he's in the category. And the Dalai Lama, Meditations, the Reflections of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. So that's who Fab Morvan is up against. I wish we could vote.
Tough competition, let's be honest.
That's very hard, Trevor.
When you're up against the Dalai Lama.
I don't think you can't not give it to the Dalai Lama.
Karma will get you. You don't give it to the Dalai Lama.
This boy George going to do one. Karma Chameleon.
Yeah.
So that's going to be... So anyway, listen, we wish him luck. We got to right the wrongs of Grammys past.
Yes.
Right? The
absolutely.
Grammys, they overreacted. They made them victims. They hung them out to dry. It wasn't their fault. They just wanted to be famous. And history is on the side of Milli Vanilli. And we all live in Milli Vanilli Land. In a yellow submarine. Now, Dori, you know I love comic books.
Really?
We all know the comics. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. And what's happened more recently, like with Peacemaker being brought back to life, John Cena. I know you don't watch it. You don't watch these things. But what Peacemaker does, it kind of goes into the world of the weirder comic book characters that DC did. You know, I've got to remember, a lot of comics were written during the heyday of LSD, acid. You know, comic writers were pretty fucked when they came up with these characters. And Peacemaker kind of gets into it. I mean, in Suicide Squad, there's a guy who throws polka dots at you. The main villain is a giant starfish, alien starfish that causes terror.
That's just too much imagery for me.
If we had to go to the 80s, I'm going to narrow it down.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about a very, very obscure 80s comic book villain. He very 80s, the most 80s comic book character ever. If you had to think, if you could get your power from one thing very specifically in the 80s, specifically in the drug sector of the 80s, what could be the most 80s comic book character you would create?
Cocaine Boy.
There's a character who got his power from cocaine. He was a drug cartel leader.
Right.
That when he takes cocaine, he turns into Snowflame. A cocaine-powered supervillain. This is not made up. Snowflame. I don't know why that. I don't know why that, where that came about. Snowflame is a cocaine-powered supervillain who takes cocaine. When he takes it, he can punch through walls.
I think that's probably realistic.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
He can run incredibly fast. Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
He shoots energy from his body. Now, I've seen people on cocaine shoot things from their body.
Yes.
So we've seen that. And it's all fueled by cocaine. Not special cocaine.
Just normal. Your average.
He doesn't have like some genetic mutation that when he takes cocaine, he just takes cocaine and turns into a villain, right?
So his superpower is that he doesn't overdose. He just takes a shit ton and doesn't die.
And then doesn't, or maybe that's his superpower. He can take he's got a very high cocaine tolerance.
Yes.
And his superpower only lasts as long as the high lasts.
Well, that's not very long.
No, and once it's done, so it's very, he's got to fucking sort shit out very quickly.
That's a very expensive superpower to have.
Well, he's the cartel. He's a cartel leader, so I assume he has lots of it.
No, mountains of
snow. So he's got a lot of it. Snowflame. Do you want to hear of some of his shenanigans he's got into? Now, in the 80s, they were doing lots of weird things because they wanted to be hip. They had to stay relevant, right? There was a guy called Vibe who was a breakdancing superhero.
Right.
His superpowers weren't breakdancing. He just had superpowers and then he breakdanced. Okay? So,
I think breakdancing is a kind of superpower.
No,
I tried.
It really is.
I tried. It's hard.
No, it's tough. It's tough. Maybe you could be more cocaine-fueled superhero.
Perhaps.
Okay. Some of his shenanigans, he's been revived and I think just because he's so ridiculous. So in 1988, he took on the New Guardians. He defeated them during a confrontation, but they threw him into a chemical shed which exploded and they thought they killed him. Right?
Okay.
Another shenanigan in 2020. So they've brought him back. He re-emerges on the private island of Isla Nevada. He faked his own death and now runs an auction of dangerous items to villains, hosts a gala, and uses his old cocaine-fueled powers against Catwoman. Then there's a whole story with him and Catwoman taking cocaine, being leery at Catwoman, I imagine. We can get into that whole thing.
Sullying Catwoman's good image.
At some point to be defeated, he's left at the mercy of a giant panther. Now, depending...
I'm going to say panda. I'm very disappointed.
Maybe he saw panda. Depending how much cocaine he took, he's either fighting the panther or fucking the panther.
Oh.
Depending on the cocaine.
Yes.
Is it 80s cocaine or is it been like toned down to nowadays cocaine? And then in his most recent appearance, he shows up as an adversary to Peacemaker. Now, I'm telling you right now, he's going to make an appearance in the Peacemaker new season. He has to because Peacemaker pulls all these weird guys up. Because I've never heard of this guy before. Then suddenly he's popping up. So I'm like, he's definitely coming to Peacemaker. And in this, Peacemaker kills him by hiding a poisonous frog in his cocaine. And then, of course, when he snorts it, he dies.
Wait. Hiding a... Do you mean the venom from a poisonous frog? Because surely not the whole frog.
Well, it says uses a poisonous frog. So maybe in his box of cocaine, he puts the frog in there, and the frog
emanates into the cocaine.
Just in the cocaine. Do you want to see what Snowflame looks like?
Oh, I do.
If you want to see for yourself, just hit a quick pause. Go look in the show notes. I've posted the picture there. That is Snowflame, looking exactly like you'd imagine a cocaine-powered, fueled supervillain to look like.
Yep.
He looks like he fucking smashed his face into cocaine.
Yes.
And sniffed it all at the same time. His hair is white. He's got like white all over his face.
Yep.
He's super ripped.
Yeah, that is not what I was expecting, and yet perfectly fitting.
That's what I'm saying, right? A great supervillain. Give that guy a fucking TV show. I want to see Snowflame. Pretty funny. So every week on That 80 Show, we go into the video stores of our minds to do a movie, video, multimedia recommendation. Dori has been very busy. Do I have a movie this week?
You do.
Oh, let's hear it. I'm rubbing my palms in delight.
I have, in a way, gone back to my arty roots this week. It's a movie I've actually been wanting to do for a while, but hadn't got around to. And then this movie breaks the pattern of only bad movies are on YouTube, because this whole movie is on YouTube. It is not a bad movie.
And it's good, okay.
At all.
Okay.
It is a movie from 1987 called Bagdad Cafe.
Ooh, now, do I know this movie or do I know the club that was on Woodkorpen Road? It wasn't on Woodkorpen Road. Okay, I don't think I know the movie.
And it's a bit girly, so I don't think you would know
I'm definitely thinking of the club.
Yeah. I remember watching this movie in the 90s. I think it was on at a film festival in Rosebank Mall, because I remember seeing it on the big screen. It is magnificent on the big screen.
Yeah.
It is beautifully made. A collab between an American and German crew, written by a German man. Really lovely, sweet story of a friendship between two women who happen to kind of get separated from their husbands on the same day. Different circumstances, but similar. But they initially hate each other. Well, the one hates the other one more.
Can I ask, what are the circumstances?
Okay, so the movie starts off with a couple, the German couple, driving in the desert, and they're fighting. Who knows what they're saying, because they speak in German and there's no subtitles. They're fighting, and she storms off. She grabs a piece of luggage out of the car and storms off, and he drives off.
All right.
So who knows what happened there. She happens upon this tiny little oasis in the desert called Bagdad Cafe, which is a cafe, a motel, and a petrol station.
Now listen. The Bagdad Cafe Club was on Woodkorpen when there was nothing on Woodkorpen.
Oh,
so it kind of was a little bit oasis-y. Yeah.
Kind of accurate.
Was that the one with the volleyball court? I don't remember. Yeah.
So funnily enough, there is actually, I looked this up, there is a place in California called Bagdad, and it's a literal ghost town. It was this little town that existed, but then when they built the highway, it bypassed, and so this town died.
Oh.
So there is this little ghost town called Bagdad. So it's kind of based on a real place, but it wasn't actually filmed there.
Right.
Because obviously too much of a ghost town to film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and this movie starts out, it's very quirky. It's very, weird is a bit of a strong word, because it's just very entertaining. It's described as a comedy drama, which is accurate, but it's got a very weird, arty flow about it. Like I say, beautiful imagery. Like there's all these shots of sunset, and because it's like desert, it's bright pink. It's visually stunning, actually, to watch. It's you absolutely fall in love with all the characters. There are many, many quirky characters. So there's the woman who runs the cafe. Then there's the German tourist. Then there is the woman's son who just sits and plays Bach on the piano all day. He looks young. He looks like a teenager, but he has a baby. It's never explained where the mother of the baby is. He has a baby. Everybody takes care of the baby. This little village is the village. She's also got a daughter who's always running off with some strange man, either in a truck or on a motorbike.
All right.
There is a cowboy guy who used to work in Hollywood painting sets, played by Jack Palance. Now, if you don't remember who Jack Palance is, please believe it or not, he also hosted the Oscars a great many times. He's a tall, skeletal looking. He looks like he belongs in a horror movie.
He looks like Tex Hex from Brave Star.
I don't know what that means.
You'll know.
There's people come through this little oasis because of the petrol station. It's literally in the middle of the desert, so people will stop there. And then they'll come into the cafe for something to eat. But essentially, the place is completely dead, pretty much abandoned looking, bit of a mess. But then Jasmine, the German woman, she arrives. She decides she's going to stay. There's a magic set in her room. She kind of starts playing around with it, and she becomes really, really good at magic. And she starts doing magic tricks in the cafe.
Okay.
And she becomes, who knows? It doesn't make any sense. She becomes absolutely brilliant from one of those little board game magic sets, which we all had as a kid, didn't we?
No, we did.
We did with the floppy wand.
I had and also the cotton that burst into flames. Burnt the fuck out of
I did not have that.
I had that one.
I remember having the floppy wand that if you held it a certain way, it went floppy and then it would strike.
And then the magic cards.
Yeah.
I don't remember how they worked, but
I remember mine was called a Compendium of Magic.
No.
Anyway.
And then the U magazine came to all our houses and took them away.
Because they were satanic. Satanis. Yes. And all of a sudden, this cafe gets a reputation through the truckers, actually, of this amazing magic show that's better than anything you'd see in Vegas. And it starts getting really popular and really, really full. And it's just I'm not going to even tell you more. There's very little story to it, actually. It's just a lovely movie to watch. Uplifting, sweet. The friendship between the two women is really amazing. You could tell because it was 1987, they wanted to make it a relationship, but obviously felt that they could not make it a relationship.
So that's where I was going.
Yeah.
It was a German-made movie, right?
Partly German-made, yes.
Journeys of Discovery versus Bush. What's our ratio there?
You don't see any Bush in this movie. You do see some boobs.
Okay.
You do see some boobs.
And Journeys of Discovery?
Not sure I'm getting your point.
Like how many people had journeys of self-discovery?
Oh, well, geez.
I'm not thinking about it by yourself. Yeah, no, Dori, get your mind out the gutter. That's where I live.
Okay, yes. Complete. Jasmine is transformed in this movie. Like she's the main character and she's completely transformed. Both of them, actually. Both the women.
Yes.
And you watch.
And like you say, if it was nowadays
there's
relationship,
so much subtext that there's more between them than a friendship, but it's never actually shown.
No.
And in the end, Brenda, the other woman, actually gets back with her husband, and then anyway, I don't want to give it away. Just watch it.
That's why you say half German production, full German production. They're there's a throuple going on.
Well,
we understand where the baby comes into it.
If you read about the writer director, who is a German man, all his other movies are.
There you go.
Are about lesbians and lots of LGBTQ stuff. So yes,
stuff with so much more. But maybe the subtext is even better because you kind of know what that.
Oh, and you watch it and you make your own decision about it. The point is, it's a beautiful, beautiful movie. It's highly entertaining, an amazing cast. The whole thing on YouTube. Watch it. They made it. They tried to make a series of it on TV in the 90s with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes, they did.
Not watch that.
They did. Yes. That's what I thought.
Do not watch that.
Okay,
it's terrible by comparison. Right. Watch the movie. Yes.
I knew there was another thing besides the club.
Oh,
okay.
Terrible.
Bagdad Cafe. That is Dori's movie recommendation. In this kind of journey and quest that I go on to discover movies, I often find movies. I don't just want to find B-grade shit. It's got to be something that intentionally. The intentions are right.
Yes.
Spent the money, but for whatever fucking group of reasons, I think. Big stars, what happened?
Yes.
Right? Okay. The Titanic. James Cameron did it. I don't think you can do another Titanic movie after that. He just did it perfectly. It will take James Cameron himself to do another Titanic.
Yes.
Right? Also, we've seen it.
Yeah.
What else? What else are we going to see?
Yeah.
Right. So, do you know that the Titanic... The first movie about the Titanic came out months after the Titanic sank.
Really?
No such thing as too soon.
Yeah. Wait,
Back
movie or documentary?
A movie about it. A German silent film about the Titanic came out a few months after.
There you go. They have
But also the thing was, life expectancy in 1912 was 8. So they were like, hey, listen, these people are in their 20s. Like they were really, it's tough. It's fine. It's fine.
Let's move on.
Other one came out in 1929. Now, the 80s was actually quite relevant for the Titanic because only in 1985 did they figure out where it was. Do you know that?
Oh, I didn't.
They did it. They knew where it sank, but they actually didn't physically know where it was.
Right.
They knew it was in an area, but nobody had ever gone to look for it.
Yes, because it was too far down.
Right. Or they just didn't know. So my movie is based on a book that was written in the 70s, 1976, by Clive Cussler. And the book and the movie is called Raise the Titanic. Okay, now, Clive Cussler, when he wrote this book, he wrote a series of books and kind of like he was imagining a James Bondish world.
Right.
Okay, so he had created this character who was a bit like of a spy kind of character, and he wanted to do espionage and kind of like created a world. And he wrote this story, and I'm going to flip now from the story of the book to the story of the movie, now. And the story goes is that there is his character now. The name of the character is kind of irrelevant. He's in the Antarctic, and they discover this rare mineral that they thought no longer existed called byzanium, like in this in the secret locker in the Antarctic. And the byzanium, we thought this disappeared, it was gone. Right? And it's a mineral that can power a nuclear device. So we're in the middle of the Cold War now. So they go, we can get this stuff and we can build missile interception units and defense systems to stop the Russians from sending missiles from Cuba into America, all powered off byzanium. And they'll never be able to get us.
Right.
So now it's a race. But the only byzanium that ever existed was on the Titanic.
Of course.
Right? So we've got to go get the Titanic.
Right.
Now, so far, okay, the score of the movie was done by John Barry.
Huh.
You know who John Barry is? If you don't know, ding, 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 ding. He did the James Bond theme.
Okay.
He scored quite a few of the early James Bond movies.
Yes.
So you go, okay, well, it sounds James Bondish. We got this James Bondish type character. Chuck Roger Moore in there. We might have something here. So you now think this is going to be a thing. They go to the government says, get the byzanium, bring up the Titanic.
Right.
Right? And you go, wow, this is going to be, could be something here. Ugh, Dori.
What happens?
It was said of the book as well that this is less a movie about how they raised the Titanic and more an instruction manual of raising the Titanic.
Okay.
As was the book. It was more like another review I saw of it said that this lives in the penthouse of Exposition Tower.
Oh, wow.
Everything is explained. The amount of degrees south and knots north. You're just going, like, they legitimately are theorizing how they could raise the Titanic in this movie.
Huh.
This movie cost $36 million. It got made in 1978.
Yo.
Now, considering no one knew where the Titanic was till 1985.
Yes.
$36 million in 1978 money. It was not unsubstantial money. Before they even started filming, they had already spent $15 million by building these 2 massive water tanks, plus a replication of the Titanic.
Like the actual size?
Smaller.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was big enough to look. It was quite to scale.
Yes.
They had these massive they had one massive water tank and they realized, oh, fuck. It's not enough. They built a second one. 15 million gone before they cast anyone. You know who they cast, Dori? Do you want to hear?
I really do.
Jason Robards.
Okay.
They cast Jason Robards, Richard Jordan, who played this James Bondish character called Dirk Pitt, not related to Brad.
Okay.
David Selby, Alec Guinness.
Wow.
I mean, he had just done Star Wars.
Right.
I mean, he was in Lawrence of Arabia, The Bridge on the River Kwai.
So this was expected to be an epic film.
This is what they wanted. This is really what they wanted.
Instead, it was an epic flop.
They put the money behind it. I mean, they didn't. Anne Archer, who is the female lead in it, she said, yeah, she doesn't want to be in this movie because she got a free trip to Greece.
Okay.
Jason,
is this where they filmed it? Okay.
The Malta and Greece. Jason Robards said, yeah, we knew that this movie's... they just worried about the technical stuff. The actors are irrelevant. Alec Guinness got paid $50,000 for 3 days of work.
Okay.
Right? 1978 money.
Right.
What I do have to say is when they actually raise the Titanic,
Oh, because they do that.
it looks fucking spectacular.
Oh.
It's quite funny though, because we now subsequently know the Titanic split into two.
Yes.
They didn't at this point.
Right.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
So they bring up the entire Titanic.
Right.
I gotta say, that's where they left the money. It is a spectacular scene. Looks really,
I'll look
really
for
good.
just that scene on YouTube.
I'm going to post it up. Don't worry.
Yeah,
That 80
okay.
Show SA Facebook page. The Titanic rises,
Right.
and now you go, now the Russians are going to come.
Yeah.
Because now the Russians are going to come. And then this James Bond, no, they
Nothing.
just sail into New York Harbor. Twin Towers in the background, so we kind of like timestamp ourselves there.
Yeah.
And that's the movie. And you go, there was no threat. There was no tension. So all that's happened now.
Yeah.
I always do this. I jump
Where's
to the
the
end.
Byzantium?
So the Byzantium. Doesn't matter what you call it. Adamant, doesn't matter. It's now they go, we got to find it on Titanic. They find the room that it was said it was locked in. They open it. No Byzantium. It's just boxes of gravel. And the guy who said he had hidden it. He's hidden it somewhere in Scotland. And then they just decide, you know what? No human can have this power. And that's it. And then off it goes.
Wow. Talk about a letdown.
Oh my God, Dori, it's very bad. It's a very bad. I can't even one good scene out of it. It's really bad. There's not even cringy scene. There's nothing. It
sounds horrific.
It's just really. But listen, that's the chance I take. This is the risk. You gotta. You.
And look, we're not only here to bring you the good things. We have to warn you about the bad things.
We've got to. We've really got to. Some other quotes. A preposterous techno-fantasy adventure that sinks under its own ambition. It's a kind of movie where the Titanic is raised faster than the audience can raise an eyebrow, and raise the Titanic more like lower your expectations. Okay, Dori, so just to finish off the show, I'm going to do something a lot of people very excited about. Gremlins 3, it's coming out. Chris Columbus is part of it. They've given a date. It's coming out in 2 years' time. You and I were kind of like neither here nor there about remakes, because it's not that they'll be bad, it's just we're not the same and the magic's gone. But whatever.
And they will be bad.
Yeah, but whatever. It'll be what it'll be, and it'll be fine, and we'll love it, and it's going to keep us in content for 2 years. Okay,
So they said the latest Ghostbusters was watchable.
yeah, so that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you would, anyway, it's fine. Obviously, when Gremlins came out, there were cash grabs over Gremlins, because they went, well, if people love naughty little critter movies,
Yes.
let's make lots of naughty little critter movies.
Right.
And, that's shameless cash grabbing of 80s nostalgia. What sort of people would ever try to cash in on 80s nostalgia?
Absolutely terrible.
Not
people.
us, because we have not grabbed a cent. So we are not cash grab. We are a tribute act.
We're not opposed to it though.
I'm going to play a new version of 2 80s Truths and a Lie.
Okay.
I'm going to read you, it's going to 3 80s truths and 2 little guys, or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to give you 5 synopsis of the kind of like critter little movies that they made to cash in on Gremlins. So every studio had their own Gremlins version. 3 are true, 2 are false.
Okay.
You're going to identify which 2 were not movies made to cash in on Gremlins mania.
Okay.
So first movie I'm going to tell you, Hobgoblins from 1988. Tiny aliens escape a film vault and make people's fantasies come true before killing them. Right? Hobgoblins.
Right.
Number 2, Munchies from 1987. Archaeologists find cute little aliens in Peru. They multiply when hurt and raid the fridge. Basically, Gremlins on a discount. Now, archaeologists, not lady anthropologists. Number 3, Carnival Creeps from 1988. An abandoned traveling fun fair is revived by demonic puppet clowns that feed on laughter. Features a walk-on part by Danny Pintoro from Who's the Boss. Right, do you remember these so far?
So far?
Number 4, Elves from 1989. A Nazi experiment gone wrong creates mutant elves that stalk a department store at Christmas. Nazis plus elves plus Christmas.
Right.
And then finally, number 5, Toilet Terrors from 1985. When radioactive sludge hits a suburban sewer, mutant tadpoles crawl up from toilets to attack people pooping. Right? So 3 of those are true, 2 are fake.
I know that Elves is true because you've done it as a movie.
I have.
I feel like you've done Munchies as well, but that sounded not quite the right plot.
Okay.
So I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Hobgoblin sounds doable.
Right.
Sounds right.
Okay.
So
Hobgoblins is true.
Which leaves
Munchies is true.
Munchies is true and Elves is true, which leaves the other 2.
Carnival Creeps and Toilet Terrors are the lies.
Yeah.
Not hard though. I mean, toilet terrors. You think Ninja Turtles came out, Sludge went down the toilet?
They were all plausible.
And Carnival Creeps, the most unplausible thing about that is like Danny Pintaro getting any acting gigs. Be kind, Dori. Be kind. This has been That 80s Show. I did want to tell you about a last Christmas story.
Oh.
But we'll save it for next week.
Okay.
This has been a very quick version of That 80s Show.
Yes.
Almost as quick as...
Snowflame.
Yeah. Or as... how quick you'll fall asleep after accepting a drink from Bill Cosby. Thanks for joining me, Dori. Goodbye.